I'm really worried about my daughter and my grandchildren and want to know if I will be raising my grandchildren. And the second thing in my healing, should I be concentrating on healing of animals?
Question number one, there is a potential yes. But everything at this point is merely a potential. This applies to everyone and everything that you are worrying about, that you are fretting, that you are fearful of. The more you worry, the more you fret, the more potential is activated for that to come into fruition. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the idea of worry is there for a reason. It is there to spark in you the resilience to dig deep within, to find the courage to think in terms of what you would prefer to see come into reality, to dig deep, to find the avenues that will create the abundance of the things you are looking for the health, for the well-being, for the abundance of finances, for the abundance of a good career, for the abundance of love, for all the things that are good and true to what you are desiring. The ability to bring those into your reality requires you, all of you, to look in that direction and to stay focused in that direction, to not get caught up in the idea of worry, to recognize that it is a true and real emotion, but to not give it unnecessary credit, to not give it the momentum that you are currently giving it by living in the state of fear and worry around that. Is this making sense?
It does, yeah.
When it comes to the people around you that you are worried for or worried about, the more they see you worrying, the more they're going to worry, yes? Mm-hmm. And the more then that all of you collectively will be amplifying that thing that you are most afraid of, yes? Mm-hmm. Also, recognizing the divinity of each and every individual, recognizing that this lifetime is not necessarily the only lifetime and the only way to stay connected with those you love. Understanding that upon the, let's say, removal of the physical body in this life form, in this lifetime, into the non-physical, in other words, through the idea of death, in lies the ability for the soul to be reborn. In lies the ability to become reacquainted with those that have moved on from a non-physical point of view. This is not saying that this is going to happen. This is saying that upon the acceptance that life carries on, this idea of death, as you say in your language, is really not a true representation of anything at all, because there is no such thing as death as you would describe it to be. There is only the transition from this lifetime into non-physical back into another lifetime where the connections, the relations that were fostered in previous lifetimes that are happening all at once are given the opportunity to continue, to move forward, to expand. This is segueing into another topic, so we'll come back to the idea of will you be raising the grandchildren, yes?
Yeah.
The potential of that is there, yes? You recognize this?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Now imagine, just for a moment, what you would prefer. What reality would you prefer to be living? That's what we suggest you focus on.
Okay.
In terms of working with animals, yes. This is something that you enjoy, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So, applying this to the group, the idea of following your passions. You've all heard this. When you are living from the vantage point of passion, you are living in congruency with all the things that are true and happy and peaceful and pure to you. In other words, without passion, there is no growth. Without passion, there is less of the tendency to find happiness and joy in your life from the authentic level. Becoming passionate about anything or many things and giving yourself permission to dive into those passions is what creates the idea of happiness. It's what creates the idea of joy and bliss and gratitude, yes?
Yes.
Therefore, we pose the question back to you. Do you see yourself working with animals?
Yes.
Yes. Then why are you asking us? We find it humorous that oftentimes you just simply need us to tell you what you already know, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Was this
Okay.
helpful?
Yes, thank you.